He had started beating down the door. My daughter was crying, top of her lungs. We were both scared.
Turning her pain into purpose. A domestic violence survivor sharing her story to affect change, the action she's also taking to protect other military spouses.
It is good to see you tonight at 5:30. I'm Courtney Robinson.
And I'm Carolina Lead. Ryan is off tonight. That Tampa mother, her name is Rachel Booth, and her story has inspired Senator Marco Rubio and other lawmakers to file a bill to help those who have suffered domestic violence at the hands of a military service member.
Our Liz Crawford shares Rachel's story of survival, but we must warn you, some of the details and images could be difficult to hear, difficult to watch. Viewer discretion is advised.
Rachel Booth said the nightmare happened fast. One night, after too much to drink.
He had started beating down the door. My daughter was crying, top of her lungs. We were both scared.
Booth said it was the first time her then husband, a U.S. Airman, put his hands on her.
I had bruises, a black eye. He had hit me all over. Ripped so much of my hair out, just holes through the door trying to get into myself and my daughter.
She left that night and booked a flight to Florida.
I'm so glad that we left that environment, and she is the happiest, but I don't like to think about where it...
Knowing the stats, if they do it once, they'll do it again. Thanking God she had her mom to run to.
I don't like to think about where we would be if we had stayed.
So we don't like to think about it.
Getting out was half the battle. Now Rachel's trying to get back on her feet. Even though the military provides financial compensation for people who suffered domestic violence at the hands of a service member, there's a catch. The conviction must come from a military court.
It was done through civilian court. They convicted him, and they said they would laugh if I even applied for it. That's when I contacted Senator Rubio.
Senator Marco Rubio, Representative Vern Buchanan, and other members of Congress are backing the Rachel Booth Act, making survivors like Rachel immediately eligible for compensation they need to get back on their feet.
I'm so proud of her for making it happen.
Rachel says if and when she gets approved, it will still take another 1 to 4 years before she starts receiving payments.
The military has failed to properly keep track of its domestic abuse incidents, according to the Government Accountability Office. Let's take a deeper dive. The agency says the military has not properly collected allegations of domestic violence or disciplinary actions taken by commanders, even though it's been a legal requirement since 1999. A CBS News investigation found that about 100,000 incidents of domestic abuse have been reported to the military since 2015. If you or someone you know is in a situation where you need help, the Domestic Violence Hotline can be reached at 800-799-7233.